Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Uh, yeah. Oh, go here. Uh, I have to see.
It's in the private chat.
Yeah, I just see. Uh, I'm gonna try it, but no, it won't let me. I'm on my phone. Have to wait to
Okay.
find
It's no big
unfind.
deal. Whoever comes in can see the citation.
And I'll make sure to ask someone like maybe Miss Outcast. She can do it. She can do. She's on her computer. But how are
Okay. Well,
you?
yeah, that would work. I'm okay. Why? What's up,
Did you
buddy?
have? I just wondered, did you have fun?
Yeah, I enjoy talking with the guys. Right? It's just. I mean, it's unambiguous. It's unambiguous, or at least I'm trying to be. They're on the bigoted end of this conversation. I am not unwilling to be convinced. I just, like I said, most of the things, like, I keep hearing contradictory information, right? And they won't even acknowledge it when I point it out. It's like, oh, these are just little pinholes. Like, yeah, they're holes that you would equate to our side of the equation as big gaping holes that are allowing sieves of water coming in, and there's just nothing that will shake them in their faith. Like, I'm ready to be convinced, but I ask questions and I get no answers. I have a citation in the private chat right now, to what I was referring to about Archaeopteryx. And I stand on principle. Like, if fossilization is such a rare event, why are we finding multiple specimens?
Yeah. 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 Uh, mm, uh, but I need to tell you something. That's great. Actually, I remember that time when you were talking to Steven. He always thinks American Indians are part Jewish, I think. But actually, you were the one who was right in that saying when you said when you were talking on her. You're definitely smarter than Steven. You
I'm
there?
confused. Yeah, I'm here. What are you talking about now?
Remember that time Steven said American Indians are part Jewish? Uh,
No,
yeah,
I don't
you're
remember that specifically.
yeah. When you're talking on, her, you're right. You're definitely way more smarter than Steven.
I don't know that I'm smarter than Steven. I just think we have different education.
Oh, but you definitely know way more than he does.
I mean, knowing more doesn't mean anything, though, Gangster Ghost, right? Like, I could know everything and I still couldn't prove any of it,
Mhm.
right? Like, and that's the issue we keep running up against. I, I could point my finger and make my assertions. The only thing that I can really do on solid ground is claim what I'm here for. And my intention, my declaration is clear. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, in all reality, and this is kind of a trope, but it really comes down to is, in my version of reality, there is a best possible outcome. And I would like to see everybody in that best possible outcome. In their version of reality, there's pain and suffering in this world, and that's all you get. And I
Um,
understand that my wanting there to be a comfort after death, um, points to a bias. But there wasn't always a time that I was convinced in that. Okay, and there's other reasons that I stand on besides the biblical principles, that they have yet to even try and refute. Right? They don't even go into the external issues that exist inside, outside, and around the Bible. right? It's not about what God said. It's about what I seen and the description God gave and how remarkably close the two things are.
Yeah.
So I'm not even standing on it from the standpoint that I have some knowledge from God. That's not the issue. I've been exposed to real evil. I know what it is. And in my mind, if there's such a thing as real evil, then there has to be such a thing as real good. Um, they don't account for that. They won't account for that. They won't even acknowledge that that side of the argument exists, except for to say that it's an emotional trope in an imaginary world that mankind made up for themselves. And as insulting as that is, the other end of the equation is my intent is declared, right? I just want the best possible outcome.
Yeah. Oh, guys, that thing you talked about people being marked. There's a movie based that sounds just like that called Paranormal Activity: The Marked Ones.
Yeah,
About
no, there's a lot of that going on. Buddy, you don't see it, right? Like we are completely surrounded by demons. It's a reality, okay? We have
Bill
these
Clinton.
things that are I'm sorry?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
We have these things that in our reality are trying to manipulate our decisions, okay? We've given it disguises. We've called it advertisement. We've given it a billboard flashy cover to hide the sleazy true intention behind it. Um, and the reality is, the more imaginative that humankind is, the less work that the demons have to do.
Hmm. Yeah. Uh, do you think Bill Clinton could be a demon?
When you get into positions of power like that, um, it's not about being influenced anymore, man. It's about uh, how much of an advantage you can take of, right? The reality is people who end up in positions of authority and power are only there because they took something nice from someone else.
Yeah. Well, they said they want to do a stream about, I'm not sure when, but about proof for creation. What would you like to bring to them?
Why are you telling us about your undress? um, I mean, look, you almost have to go off into la land to try and defend these things. Okay, where I'm not trying to be in la land. I want to try and stay over here in the land of deduction and hard physical math, right? I don't rest on the laurels of the work of people that came before me and say, well, these guys did the work and their conclusions are proper based on that work, so therefore reality conforms to my consensus. That's just not how reality works.
She's going to dress a turkey.
I don't know about that.
But yeah, what would you yeah, you could bring probably Lupin. He could uh Lupin Tupin. He brings a
I
poopin.
I don't think Lupin would help me in this situation. I really don't. I mean, I would need somebody who has a little bit bigger chops. I'm not that guy. I'm really not. Like if I knew if the Bible was written in text form, I could sit here and debate it all day. right? But a lot of the nuance is lost on me, and I don't remember things in story form. I just don't.
It would be good.
Hey, could you take that link and post it in the chat?
Yeah, well, sorry about that. I have to wait till I get a computer before I can share stuff on here. But, I mean, like, play it or something. If someone comes on, I can ask them to play it for you.
They won't even acknowledge the argument from deduction. They won't even acknowledge it. If they can't prove their side, then by default the only other side that's being offered is the religious side, and they won't acknowledge that. I'll acknowledge that if the Christian side is proven wrong, if we find Jesus Christ's body today, or if there was some evidence to that fact, then I mean I would have to admit my religion is wrong. They don't have that evidence,
I
right?
agree.
And conversely, they don't have the evidence necessary to prove common ancestry on many different levels when it comes to cats, platypuses, humans. They just don't. They claim, oh, the genetic evidence shows that it had to have come from, but that doesn't prove anything, right? It's inconclusive because we have samples of monkeys today that we can compare it with humans today. There's a factor called your nutritional intake, right? So if you're dealing with base pairs and you have an iron deficiency, you have to come up with something to substitute for that,
Or,
right? I
no.
think it's, hold on, I think there's 4 base pair.
You know, more than a third of our genome is like amoeba.
Uh, Half of our genome is bacterial and the other half is viral.
I mean, like amoeba. Like, I think we share a lot of DNA with them.
Adenine, cytosine, guanine, and thymine. Did you hear
Yeah.
me?
Yeah.
Those are the 4 base pairs, right? So you can substitute one of these for the other. I know that. But I know that if you keep doing it, it causes problems.
Yeah. Oh, could Stump help you?
Yeah, Stump could help me when it comes to biblical, but I'm just not the guy. I'm not that guy.
Uh,
Like
Mark's
I
good.
try to be. I'm working towards that. I really, really am. Actually, where's Christian?
Well, Brother Pike, uh, he's having a show tonight.
Yeah, he could help me, right? I mean, we could. I would partner up with Brother Pike. I wouldn't have a problem with that. Brother Pike has the biblical knowledge, right? And I can back up the science, even though they refuse to acknowledge. You know, I don't know. I on some points I'm smart when they can agree with me, but then I'm just stupid when I have a faulty belief. It doesn't make sense.
Oh, his show's tonight. Would you like to come on?
Yeah, I'll be on there.
Yeah, yeah, he's doing a teacher tonight. Oh, yeah, I forgot to ask him.
Assuming that I'm not on the plane while he's doing it. I'm going to be flying today, so
Oh, where are you flying to?
I'm flying back to Washington.
Oh. Oh, soon, probably, I think year after next year. I will see about taking a plane to the UK.
Yeah, I know you told me about that. Just be careful not to get stabbed.
Yeah, I know. My friend will be there. I'm going to visit him. I work with him to help save kids from abuse.
You know what's funny?
What?
Well, I'm not going to go there. That's more speculation. Never
Oh,
mind.
sorry.
No, it's not you. I'm just thinking. Hey,
Oh.
Missing Mod, why don't you come on here?
The link's in the regular chat. Yeah. 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 Lupin asked for a link. I put the link in. It never came in.
Oh, well, I don't know that Lupin and I would have been the best. I really don't. I don't think we work well together.
Oh. Yeah, brother Podcast, he's having a show tonight. You can ask him that.
I'll kick you in the balls, Missing Mod, if you don't come in here. I will. I'll pop out of a bush somewhere, kick you in your non-existent balls, and run away. That way, when you make the police report, I'll have something to refute. How can I kick this lady in the balls? These two things are logically coincident.
Guess who's here?
The link's in there. The link's all the way at the bottom. Put another link in there for her.
Okay. Guess who's here?
Missing Mod.
No.
In the darkness.
Ah, what's up, Deviant?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm listening to your.
Reputation.
Yeah.
Did you see my citation?
No.
It's in the private chat. Or yeah, if you go look it up, that's Aaron Raw. Now I may be mishearing him, but my understanding is that he's making the claim that there's many Archaeopteryx discovered. And I'm not even sure that that's the same video that I saw before, because I specifically remember him claiming that there was thousands of them. But
Miss Outcast?
Yeah, but it's easy to forget details like that. I'm horrible with those kinds of things. Memory.
Can you share his video?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, pull it up. Let's watch that. Let's watch that.
Sorry.
Oh, not Missing Mod.
Hello, give me 1 second. I gotta get my headphones on.
Okay. It's not Missing Mod.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I have been out in the fucking cold.
Are you alright?
Yeah. I'm just, if I cough, that's why. I will try not to. I will try to do something else. Are you ready, Missing Mod? No.
I am. I'm trying to get my headphones on, and for some reason they are not one. I just don't want there to be an echo.
Oh, there's
no echo
now.
I hear no
There's
echo.
Yeah.
No echo.
Oh, okay.
It's perfect.
Cool. All right. So how are you guys today?
Yes.
I'm good.
Good. That's good.
I'm
I
sorry.
talked to Mark Reed today. He came on my show this morning, so that was cool.
I've been looking for that guy. I've got questions.
Yeah. I think we had a great conversation too. Really went well.
Right.
Oh, that was the Mark you said you had a good conversation with.
Yeah.
Mark's
I
pretty
don't know
cool.
any other Marks.
I really hope he would just come to Christ, man. That guy's really special. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which of them? Aren't they both Christian? I thought.
Mark Reed,
No, that's
no.
a different Mark. That's a different Mark.
Okay.
You're
wait,
talking about
you mean
Mark Stoney and Mark Reed. They're two different people.
Oh, yeah. But I thought both were Christian.
No,
just Mark Stoney.
But do you mean Mark Reed or the Mark
Mark Reed.
who has debated Ken.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who
Mark
were
Reed.
at the AL.
I like Mark Reed. Huh?
But he's a Christian.
Mark Reed's not a Christian.
He's he's not a Christian. Mark Stoney is.
Mark Stoney's a Christian. Mark Reed is
What
not.
did he do at the AL?
I don't know any. I don't think Mark Reed's ever been to. Mark Reed's Australian.
Yeah.
Oh, so you are okay. But what's the other guys? Because there's another guy who's named Mark, and I'm not talking. I know who Mark Stoney is.
Mark Rainey? Are you talking about Mark Rainey?
Yes. There you go. I
Yeah,
confused
no,
the two.
I've never talked to him.
The Mark Reed from Australia. I know who he is. I don't know him, and he's not a Christian. That's very true, of course.
Do you have that video pulled up, Deviant?
Yeah, I just didn't want to interrupt myself, I guess. I'm sorry.
You're fine.
Awesome. Let's see.
Darwin made a lot of predictions.
Wait.
Darwin made a.
You can see and hear?
Yes, everything's coming in clear.
Perfect.
A lot of predictions, and none of them were fulfilled, right?
Yes, they were. The first one that was fulfilled while he was still alive. If birds had descended from dinosaurs, as Huxley was arguing, he said that we should find in the fossil record an intermediate form, a very primitive type of bird with reptile features, and specifically, it should have unfused wing fingers. That exact animal was found within 2 years of publication. That was Archaeopteryx, and there have since been many more. Another one that he made that was fulfilled, our ancestor lineage would most likely be discovered in Africa. He said that the transition would have intermediate traits, roughly halfway between modern apes that live there now and the most primitive people that were known to his son. 100 years later, we found buckets of them. So he was right about that too. By the way, the National Academy of Sciences says, evolutionary science provides the foundation for modern biology. It has opened the door to entirely new types of medical, agricultural, and environmental research and has led to the development of technologies that can help prevent and combat disease. And you're saying that it doesn't work. This is the National Academy of Science. And which church lied to you to tell you that it doesn't work?
Many more. The exact quote was many more. But the other video that I saw, I believe he actually says thousands have been discovered. I want to say that. I say that with some degree of certainty. I just can't find that particular video.
But I noticed. I think you might have misinterpreted. It wasn't very clear what he said. Or I could be misinterpreting as well. But I believe when he said many more, I think he was talking about not that specific species, but
see, there was another video that he specifically claims that there was thousands. I'm still trying to find that video. But he does. He specifically claims that there have been thousands discovered. And the reason I believe him is because there was a market for Archaeopteryx. They started selling replicas, and supposedly original Archaeopteryx were being discovered. So it's hard to understand what the evidence is there exactly and why it's so unclear. There's a lot of problems there, and there's another issue. Give me a second.
Sure.
Okay. Let's see. No, that's not what I wanted. Okay.
I have to say this is not my area at all.
Theropod dinosaurs. Theropod dinosaurs are supposedly another one of the dinosaurs that were in the lineage of birds. But the recent fossil discoveries are showing birds are in the stomachs of these theropods.
Yeah.
That's an issue that hardly ever gets addressed. Well, because how can you eat something that you're supposedly evolved from or evolved into? It doesn't make sense. right? That's not a transitional fossil.
Yeah, but no. But you can still live together with. I mean, if you for the sake of this argument, accept that that there is common ancestry. There are
Let's
many
accept that for
different
the sake
kind
of the argument. Okay.
Yes. There are many different kinds of species of apes and monkeys that live today simultaneously, even though we have a common ancestor.
That's not the issue at play here. The issue
Okay,
at play is that
maybe I don't really understand what you're getting at.
the hold on. Theropods. I can't remember that damn name. Theropods were the original theropods were in the original line, right? Were supposedly a link. Okay? Right?
Yeah.
And if this is the case, then why don't we see the transitional organism that represents both monkey and human alive today? Why don't we see that?
But we
Where?
do, because we are apes. We are great apes.
No, we don't see that. We don't see that.
Yes.
That's a conclusion. No, we need to see the link, right? We see the link represented in the tree of life for many animals, right? We have that theory, and then we have a fossil that represents it. What we don't have is the common link between human and monkey. We don't have that. It's not there. We haven't seen a fossil, right? Okay.
But we do. We are all. It's all a long link of. So, for example, as I said earlier, this is not my area at all. I have never discussed these things, so my vocabulary isn't there and my thoughts isn't there either. But take languages. I think this is the best analogy. You can see between different languages, for example, Swedish and English and Latin and I believe you call it Romance languages. Right. Wouldn't it be easier to invite Aaron to the stream instead? True. Where was I? Wait, say what? Sorry, I lost my mind. I lost my thoughts. What did you say, Dustin? You said we don't see
we don't have a link, right? There is no transitional fossil. It doesn't. It's not out there. We don't see. Littlefoot doesn't work. Littlefoot doesn't work as a transitional fossil because you have areas of bipedal. You have bipedal structure, but you have quadruped like software. Your ear is designed to be on all fours. It doesn't work.
That is the intermediary. Exactly.
It's not an intermediary. It doesn't work. Yes. It doesn't work. No,
Why?
no,
Why
that's not because.
Why doesn't it work?
Because your level of development is backwards. Okay, when you look at Archaeopteryx, listen. I'll show you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
so,
sure.
what part developed first? When you're looking at Archaeopteryx, was it the beak? When we
talk about what develops first in humans is the asshole, and that's true, 100% true.
Oh, that is correct, I guess. Yeah. Most people have assholes, and they're full of opinions.
Most. I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself.
Right.
Oh. Oh, great.
So, well, I mean, this really isn't even your area. So, I mean, I'm really just kind of, I'm spinning my wheels here.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, I'll put it to you this way. it wouldn't annoy Big Bad Mama as much as it does if it wasn't an argument that was relevant or even legitimate for that matter.
That I wouldn't say is true. I mean, if you get annoyed too when and I get annoyed when if there's
I
something
only get annoyed when the facts are working against me. That's the only time I get annoyed. And I can admit it when the facts work against me. I make faulty arguments all the time.
You have done it
I
many
make
times.
I make faulty arguments. I'm not saying that I'm right 100% of the time.
I know.
But they still haven't answered. You have to acknowledge the problem, Deviant. You have to. At this point, you've met so much resistance to the idea. There is a problem here.
But the
Dustin,
thing is,
okay.
She's trying to finish talking, though. You got to let her talk. Let her finish. Whatever she's gonna say. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Sorry.
No, thank you. I haven't been. The things that I have been confronted with has been only the denial, which to me shows that there is somewhere a misunderstanding of the terms and what we can expect and how those who study these subjects come to the conclusions they come to. I have not been presented with anything that deny what we know today, or that or what's the word? That is a model that better explains what we see. And I will say, I personally get very annoyed, even though in a heated discussion, for example, if there is something that I know is true, or that I am right in the situation, and I'm met with resistance, that can annoy me to no end. So, but that's me personally. So I wouldn't say that the fact that Big Bad Mama gets annoyed is a sign that it's what did you say?
A legitimate argument? I think it is exactly the opposite of that. I think it is exactly. If it wasn't a legitimate argument, he would laugh at me. He would play it off. He wouldn't care. He wouldn't engage. He would do the same thing he does to Lupin. Okay. I don't get dismissed like Lupin does from a more sturdy and more reasonable position. They've acknowledged that multiple times. Okay.
Okay, I don't disagree at all.
Dustin, Stoat Kettle says he could find Aaron Raw's email. Would you ever like to debate him?
Aaron Raw would not waste his time. Aaron Raw gets paid thousands of dollars to debate. Like he wouldn't waste his time.
He doesn't.
What?
He
doesn't get paid thousands of dollars?
I know he doesn't.
You're telling me he doesn't get paid thousands of dollars to debate?
Yes, that's exactly what I tell you.
No. I don't know where you come up with that from, but once you get to a certain level of popularity, you have the right to charge, because you're not charging for like thoughts and ideas. Okay, you're charging as an icon.
I have seen him debate all kinds of people. He had a debate with Cindy, for example, Cindy X-Hoven, Cindy Lincoln.
Yeah, right.
Oh, Dustin.
She has never debated anyone. It was the first time for her.
I have something, Dustin. Oh, sorry. I don't mean to interrupt.
No. It's your channel, first of all.
Miss Lincoln's on here to help you. She's good at that. Well,
So, Claude, are you
Yeah, I
telling
think
me
it
that a
was
man who's debated as often as Aaron Raw does has some alternative way to pay his bills? I mean, the man has residence in Texas. He flies all over the country. That stuff's not cheap.
No.
Give me a break, dude. That man
I
is
mean,
everywhere. He's at conventions. He goes overseas.
yeah, you don't.
That stuff isn't free. He's sponsored and he gets paid to do what he's doing.
But of course he has an income, but being paid thousands and thousands of dollars.
I mean, we're not talking millions here. We're not talking millions here.
No.
Yeah, I'd be willing to bet he pulls $5,000 in a month at least.
To have a discussion with Cindy Lincoln, who's never had.
I didn't make that claim.
Anyone.
I didn't.
Not like, no. I
didn't make that claim.
But of course, he has speaking engagements, and I'm sure he's compensated for some of them, but that doesn't mean that he doesn't debate or speak to people who in a completely other setting. That's what I'm saying. But of course, he has.
I've reached out to Aaron Raw.
Eat the dirt.
I have reached out to Aaron Raw on multiple occasions. Yeah, I have tried. Right, he doesn't have time for me. He's got paid engagements, and I guarantee he pulls in at least $5,000 with the properties that he has, and this is his main form of income. So go ahead and ask me about all the evidence.
Wait. The properties that he has.
Yeah, he has properties down in Texas. He owns property. He's associated with several organizations that sponsor him. He's sponsored. If you don't know that, I mean, I mean, the evidence is abundantly clear.
Where?
In Texas. I don't know exactly where. I've heard him say multiple times that he lives in Texas, that he has property down there.
Yeah.
I've seen pictures of his house. I've seen pictures of his dogs. Right.
Yeah, sure. He has a home. Yes, I don't deny that. I was just confused by it. Sounded like he had like some sort of what's the word? Like he was some kind of property mogul.
No, that's not what I'm
buildings all around town. No,
that's not what I'm saying.
Okay, I get it. But yes,
certain prominence
in Texas.
Once you get to a certain prominence, Aaron Raw has, right? I mean, you have the right to charge what you want to, because they're not all like.
You're breaking out really bad. You're breaking out really bad. I'm sorry.
Aaron Raw was to appear, it would be a huge rating boost, and I'm sure where did Missing Mod go? I'm sure that he would want to be compensated for that.
She left and didn't even say bye.
Apparently, I saw bye. That's why I was kind of confused. I was confused because it said bye. I thought you.
Oh
no, it was. Oh, I see. Oh, Faithful, I missed her.
Yeah, I was saying bye to Faithful.
Where's she going?
I don't know.
No.
Where are you going?
She didn't come in here.
Wait, she said something. Oh wait, she deleted it. Oh, I think that was the one she deleted. But she said something about she was going somewhere. I don't know.
Is she going to beat you up?
What?
I thought he was gonna say the moon, but what'd you say?
Gonna beat you up?
I
would let her.
You're saying she's going to get drunk. I must be mishearing or filling in the words or something.
He said, "She gonna beat you up."
If
she came at me, if she came at me, I would just let her beat me up because I'm not gonna be beating on no older woman for sure. Not saying she's old.
Oh, yeah, that I can see.
Not saying she's old.
No, it was. Oh, I see. Oh, Faithful. Did you?
Not saying she's old.
Oh, he's only 25.
And look, let me tell you, I don't know. Steven said that Steven was making all those claims about him thinking that she was a witch. I'm like, well, she looks way younger than she is, so maybe she is. I don't know. That's a
Do you
joke.
think Aiden
Is
could
that
be a
what
witch?
it takes? Because
She does look very young,
I'm
though.
thinking about getting into the whole, maybe growing a wart or something. I don't know. What does it take to become
Growing
a
a
witch?
You got to get
Oh.
around frogs for that, don't you? I don't know, though. I think it's like something else.
What do you
I
think,
don't know.
Dustin?
I don't know what we're talking about anymore. I'm lost.
Me either.
Witches. I'm
Witches?
thinking about becoming. Yeah, I would like the whole with
What-
the broom.
What kind of witchcraft are you looking into?
No, I just want to live up to the image. That's more.
Oh,
Yeah.
And look 50 when you're in your 80s.
Oh
Has
yeah,
anybody
for
else
sure.
seen her before? Am I? I
No,
know Chuck has.
I've seen her niece, but not her
Oh.
bare niece. Yeah,
Oh.
it's very hot.
Does
No,
she
I've
have
not
bare
seen her.
hands too? I just happened to
I don't
she come
know.
on camera one time, and I seen her, and I was like, "Wow, you don't look like you're in your 80s at all."
yeah, she's really 25. And Dustin, he identifies as 17. Right, Dustin?
That was an interesting number to pick. Yeah, I'd go back to 17.
Yeah.
I'll be right
That's
back.
a
Hold on.
fake identity.
I had like the shit. I was benching like 225 at 17, like reps of 5
Wow.
each. Man, I
Wow.
miss
Could you
those
pick up
days.
a car?
Yeah, actually, I picked up a half of a car.
Wow.
Like this. What are they called?
Superman?
No, the competitions where
Bodybuilder?
they carry
Oh.
tires and shit.
Are they bodybuilders?
I used to work
That's-
out a lot, man. I miss it. I got to get back into it.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh.
Get
I've
into
just
it.
been
What you-
I've been really depressed. What?
Oh, I'm
Oh.
sorry.
Yeah,
Hope you feel
that
better.
will do it for sure.
Why are you depressed?
Well, I mean, because I was dealing with a bunch of legal bullshit that shouldn't have been in the first place. I'm fighting my way back out of it.
Oh, that's good. Well,
Yeah.
you won your lawsuit?
I did win, but I didn't win like I wanted to win. A win is a win, but whatever. It is what it is. I
Did you
was
get $1
right,
million?
and I knew I was right. I could have, but I didn't have any backup. It was going to be just a big old hassle. They knew I had a case, and I kept reaching out to people for help, and nothing ever happened. So I just got tired of fighting it. I didn't want to end up having to pay a legal fee to their lawyer because they pointed something out in my paperwork. And I know the judge was going to enforce it, and that would have just been a 3-year fight. I didn't want to deal with it anymore. I made a mistake when I mentioned something in my paperwork, and they pointed me out on it, and I don't know all the rules like I should. I knew the law. I know what the law says. I know what the law says needs to be done. But the rules are a different matter, and the judge won't convict somebody if you don't know your rules. So I couldn't find any paralegals.
Yeah, there's no
I tried.
sympathy.
I tried every single route I could. I really did. And I knew what it would have taken to do it the right way. It would have taken a really long time. Right? I just didn't have that. I need to get back to work. I need to quit focusing on things that aren't advantageous.
Was it like, you don't have to answer, of course, but was it like against the corporation or?
It was against the police officer.
Oh, that's
I
going
got
to be an uphill battle. Even I know that.
I
Yeah,
know
it was all
exactly how you
uphill, but
feel about when when you can't get a hold of somebody, you know, and you're just like constantly trying to reach out and they won't answer. Yeah, that sucks.
Miss Ahmad.
Missing
not
Mod, I know you're talking about me.
No, I'm not. No, I was talking about Dustin. I'm sorry.
I'm kidding.
I was talking about Dustin because I've been trying to talk to him. And I understand why he wouldn't want to talk to me. I get it. If I were you guys, I would stay as far away from me as you can, right? But yeah, I was asking Gangster Ghost to get a hold of him. He's like, okay, I will. Never did. But I was just messing around. I didn't mean to make it like a thing.
He relayed the
No, I'm
message
not
a
talking about
couple
you,
of
Demon.
times. I just look, Missing Mod.
just gave
I
up.
would have had your back, right? It was one thing when we were friends. It was another thing when you go and say that. It just, I'm not one to hold a
Look, I
grudge,
wasn't. I
but
don't
I'm
know
not one to
exactly.
forget things either.
I'm not exactly sure what you. I think it's what you had already mentioned to me before, right? About the incident where I said I wouldn't want to be a Christian either. I wasn't talking about
Yeah.
you. I was not even thinking about
I don't want to go.
You're the
Let's
only
not go
person over
there.
there.
Let's not go there.
Okay.
I don't want to.
Well, I'm
I don't
just telling
really
you.
want to rehash
I'm
this
just.
out. Well, it's not necessary. Okay,
Yeah,
it
you're
is what
right.
it is at
I was
this
just joking.
point.
I
You
didn't
said
mean
what you said. Well, it's okay. It's in the past. I'm not holding a grudge against you. I don't forget easily either. So it is what it is.
Oof,
I
Dustin. What do
yeah.
you think about Scott Kettle said?
What about Saint Wort or Saint Demons? I don't. That's It's incoherent to me. I don't know what he's talking about.
He's talking about STD,
Oh,
I guess.
ST Demon.
I'd
You
rather
mean
not
Ryan?
go that route.
Yeah, I don't think you want anything to do with Ryan. Dude, you guys aren't fooling anybody with that. I know who it is.
I don't know who it is.
I do. I know exactly who it is.
Ryan?
It's okay. Yeah, it's Ryan.
Oh.
It's Ryan. It's Ryan. I know
You really
who it
think
is.
Ryan
I
would
know
do
that
that?
voice. I think it's Ryan. I'm calling
It would be funnier
it.
if it was.
And you know what's funny? You know what's funny is he's never confronted me about it. That's how I know it's him. Because I've called him out for it multiple times on the show. I know he's watched me do it. He's never called me out for it.
Oh.
Who is Ryan?
Don't worry
Ryan,
about it. It's not
guys.
necessary.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, Dustin. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
would you like it if, you and Sal team up to take on Big Bad Mama and called for the evidence of younger Christians?
If Sal was involved in anything, I am volunteering and paying for the privilege of having a conversation with that man. That man is awesome. I love that man. He's a good dude.
Yeah, I heard he's too busy right now, but if
Dude,
he
he's
did came on, that would be
insanely
awesome.
busy. I learn a lot of my stuff from that guy. Topaz, I was gonna get into this genetic conversation with Claude Balls, but I don't think that he's gonna get into Topaz. I gotta get into the right set of mind for this conversation, but Topaz Somroys, right? How do you explain Topaz Somroys? I don't think I'm even really pronouncing that correctly, but there's a lot of facets in genetics that go without explanation as far as evolution goes, right? So when you say that a straight comparison and a fusion is your evidence, it just it makes me laugh because there's
yeah, that guy Sal, he's a legitimate scientist and PhD. and stuff. He's
I've met him or
good
talked to
science.
him.
Yeah,
I've spoken to him once.
we think,
That guy is awesome.
yeah. He came on. He would be gave you a lot of help for evidence for
Big
creation
Bad
and
Mama.
stuff. He's
It would be a
against
mismatch,
him.
though. It would be a total mismatch because Big Bad Mama's area of expertise is in a different arena. It wouldn't be
Yeah.
like, I mean, we'd be arguing genetic information against geology. It wouldn't work.
Did anybody see Sal's debate the other night? Him and oh man, Taylor, I think her name is. And then who was the atheist? I don't remember exactly, but anyway, he had a pretty good debate the other night on
Who was it?
what's that Sal? You talking about Sal Cordona?
Sal Calvador.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sal Cordova or whatever.
Oh, is it? That's probably right. You're probably right. But yeah, he debated the other night on Modern Day Debate, actually.
Yeah, dude, I love that guy, dude. That guy, he's...
Yeah, I talked
And
to
I
him on
just gotta
Brett's
say,
show before.
I gotta say, Cindy in her debate with Aaron was awesome. I think she did awesome. I know, maybe I don't know how people feel about it because it kind of like went silent. Nobody was bringing her up right after that. So I'm just like, I didn't. No one has given their opinion on it, but I think she did really good. She definitely.
She did really good considering how it was her first time, and I mean, Aaron is really experienced in debates, and I know she was.
Yeah.
She was not prepared at all.
Yeah.
And he even acknowledged that in his he did some video about it afterwards, after the fact.
Yeah.
And he acknowledged that and said that he said about both Cindy and Sal that they were the most honest theists he had debated.
Huh. Yeah, I thought she did really well.
It is in that exact debate that I cannot pronounce his last name, brings up that there is no ancestry for genes.
Yeah.
Wow.
He screams a lot, that's for sure. He was screaming in the last one.
Wow.
It just makes me laugh so hard.
He gets very excited.
Like a guy who yells. That would be more Aaron Rock.
Yeah, he can get that way too. For sure.
Aaron Raw goes crazy.
Yeah, first time I ever seen Aaron was. Yeah, he was debating Kent the first time I was introduced to him. It went to hell. It was crazy. I was just like, what is this?
Yeah, I saw that debate.
He's better now, though. He was very nice. Oh, go ahead.
We think that debate, Dustin. Kent had with
Aaron Raw. Kent Ham?
Yeah. Kent Hovind.
Kent Hovind. Well, Kent Hovind, look, I mean, Kent Hovind's not trying to learn a bunch of new science. Okay? He needs to have the old science answered before he can move on to the new science. You know, he comes from a different era. He comes from a different line of education. Even if the man is factually wrong about all his scientific conclusions, science changes, and science is compared to, if we were to go back like 120 years, the level of science that Claude like aspires to isn't even in existence anymore, right? Like we're dependent on these machines to give us answers based on math that was derived from those time periods. So the whole answer is based on faulty premises that are proven wrong in the first place. If we're using math from way back when in order to prove new concepts and ideas, and we're using machines instead of humans to do so, the answer is inherently flawed in and of itself because that math is no longer relevant.
Oh.
What do you mean by it's not relevant? Can you explain that?
Like
I
I said,
don't
the
understand.
math that underpinned science back 150 years ago is the same math that we use today, right? And the same conclusions
But it hasn't
that were.
changed.
What do you mean?
The math
No, the
hasn't
science
changed.
did.
We still use Pythagoras'
That's not.
Pythagoras theorem.
You're not hearing
For
what I'm
example,
saying.
that's just an example.
There was a
Okay, say it
time
again.
mathematically. There was a time it could be proven mathematically that you cannot break the sound barrier. It was mathematically proven. We still use that math today. The math that says that breaking the sound barrier is impossible. We still use it today.
If someone has okay, you shouldn't be speaking to me about this. You should be speaking to my brother because he's a mathematician. So I won't go into it.
It was the whole idea of an internal combustion car on math, when you're looking at it mathematically, it doesn't work.
But math isn't the underpinnings of everything we know today.
That was my argument a second ago.
Yeah, but
your brother's a mathematician. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah,
I'm just going to change it. No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. Yeah, he's.
I was just wondering about your brother. Like, your brother's a mathematician?
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What is he? Does he believe, or is he an atheist?
I don't know. He says he wants to believe in something. That much I know.
Claude, on the real,
but I
man.
get the feeling
this is a real thing. This is a real thing. There was a theory that you could not break the sound barrier, and it was mathematically proven. Are you seriously trying to refute this right now? Come on here, Claude. Let me hear your findings for this. I'm about to bury you like the little child you are.
We should laugh.
You don't know what you're talking about, Claude.
Yeah,
you don't know what you're talking about, Claude.
We are speaking to Claude.
Claude.
I like the way you say his name. The first time you came in the room, I just was like, I love that. I wish I could say. I can't even fake an accent like that.
This is unsubstantiated. What's unsubstantiated, Claude? Why don't you come on here?
He's scared of me. That's why he won't come on.
Yeah, he knows you.
I don't know why. Sorry. I hate that I keep interrupting all the time.
Oh, that's all right. We'll forget.
Thanks, Logan.
Claude, you really need to look this up.
Dang it.
You need to look this up. It was impossible to break the sound barrier until it happened, mathematically. You need to look this up before you open your mouth, dude. I know what I'm talking about. I'm not just spouting out my rear end.
So,
at
how
any
about
rate,
that weather?
so yeah, and
yeah,
actually, it's been raining in Washington, and it is warm in Utah. It's weird.
Oh.
Isn't Washington one of those places where it's like hot and humid or raining?
That's what I heard. I heard they have the highest rate of suicide in the U.S. in right where Mark's at. I literally heard that not too long ago.
Oh, you're talking about Washington State, not D.C.
Oh,
I
don't know which one
DC.
he's talking about.
Guess who's here? Claude and Big Bad the Mama.
Yes.
Oh. Bring the
Hi, everybody.
guns.
Hello.
Hello.
Now, look, I just wanted to ask Dustin about his claim that it was mathematically proven that you couldn't break the sound barrier. So could you tell us about that and give us more information about that claim, Dustin?
It was proven mathematically
Real?
that the
That you
barrier,
couldn't.
the subsonic boom, would cause too much damage to the plane. All right, and then all of a sudden they come up with a design that gets around that. The math was
But
wrong, Claude.
No,
No,
that
The
doesn't
math was
have,
wrong.
have anything to do
Oh
about
dear
the
God in
math.
heaven!
It has
Can
to
I
do with the
speak? Can I
material and
speak?
how
Can
you
I
build
speak?
it.
Can I speak?
Yes,
Can I
you have
finish?
spoken. You have
No,
spoken.
I said
Yes, you can
one
finish.
thing,
I
and
will
then
be quiet.
everybody
I will be
jumped on me.
quiet. I will be
Well,
quiet.
you can't say the math is wrong. I mean, that's not possible.
Yeah.
Dear
That's why
God in
everybody's
heaven,
getting
it
upset
was
about it.
wrong. It was wrong. We have
I mean,
models today. The math was wrong. It was wrong because we have models today that can break the sound barrier. Okay? Like, I mean, this isn't controversial. You guys are trying to fight me on something that's been proven. This
Well,
isn't
show me where.
controversial.
Show me where.
Oh, dear
then.
God,
Show
dude.
me
I'm
where.
not going to waste time.
You're
You
making
look it up
up.
yourself,
You're
dude.
making it up.
Look it up.
Yes,
Yeah, I'm making it up.
I have, and you
Yeah, I
just made
bet
it up.
you Googled it. I bet you Googled it.
Well, what do
Yeah,
you think
yeah.
else?
You Google
you
foo.
told me.
You Google
told me,
foo. You
look,
can
you
find
brilliant
any information you
mathematician.
want.
You're such a brilliant mathematician, Dustin. You can now come up with the mathematical theorem that showed that it was impossible to break the sound barrier.
Oh,
It should
dear
be
God.
easy for you.
See,
You're very much an expert in everything.
you're
Come
not
on.
even being reasonable, Claude.
I'm being very reasonable.
You're
Come on.
No, you're
Back up
not.
what you
You're
claimed.
being unreasonable. I am. I backed it up, dude. I don't have to do anything you demand of
You
me,
didn't.
man. I will make you look stupid if you really
Well,
want me to
you
invest
made
that much energy. But this is not controversial, Claude. Claude, just shut up and listen for a
It
second.
is
Yes, it
This
is.
is not. It's
Yeah,
not
give me the
controversial.
give
It's
me the
not. This is a literal fact, right? It's a point of history. There was a time that we believed that it was impossible, not just because of damage to the flight, but because of the barrier in and of itself, that we could
You
not
said
break
the math.
the barrier.
You said the math.
Dear God in
proved it.
heaven, shut
You
up,
said the
Claude.
math proved
Just
it.
shut up, Claude. The
You
math,
said
that was
the
exactly
math
correct.
proved it.
That is
Right,
collaterally,
show
that
me
is
the
exactly
math that
correct.
proved that.
Oh
Show
dear
me the
God!
math
If I
that
have to
proved
look,
that.
if I have to look up the equation, I will.
Yes.
If you literally make me want to look up the
Yep.
equation
I
that
want to
was
see the
proven
equation.
wrong,
Yes.
all right,
Yep.
I guess I'll have to go do Google and go into a library. It's going to take me
The
a minute, but
mathematical
I
equation.
remember,
That's okay.
because I remember learning about this in school. I bet you it'd probably be in any one of the textbooks of history that actually deal with this issue. And the further back you go, the claims get more and more bizarre. So what I'm telling you is that a lot of the math that we perceive our newer evolutionary theories on was proven faulty. A lot of it was.
No.
So, I mean,
the
you
math
can.
was never wrong. You said the
Oh,
math
dear
was
God.
wrong. That's what you
Yeah.
The
said. Go back
answer-
and listen to what you said.
It was wrong.
No.
Okay, so let's wait
Yeah,
for it.
the math was
We're
wrong.
waiting. We're waiting.
Well, you can wait all you want, buddy. I'm not going to rush to get you things that you should be able to look up yourself.
Okay.
This isn't controversial, dude. This really isn't.
Yes,
This
it
is a fact.
It's very
It's not.
controversial to
It's
say
really
that the
not.
math
No, it's really not.
math
It's
wrong. Yes.
This is not
It's very
controversial.
Okay, just so that he
This is
can't
not
change the
controversial.
topic, my statement is that it was never mathematically proven that you couldn't break the sound barrier, because that's what you said. It was mathematically proven that you couldn't do it. I say it was never done so. So let's wait and hear this evidence that you have.
I'll pull it up. I mean, did you guys get to
Keep
see
pulling
the Archaeopteryx video? It's in the link. There's a link in the chat. You can pull that
What
up.
about the thousands of Archaeopteryx?
I can't find the exact quote where he says thousands. I'm still looking for that one, but he does say in this video. Pull it up, Deviant, please. Let's watch. Let's put some context to my claim, so that Claude can laugh in his own pomposity. And you're a pompous piece of French frog, bro. That's what
Say
you
it,
are.
say it.
Come on now. Come on. I just came on
Pompous
to have
piece of
fun.
French
but-
frog.
Yeah, can we?
No, this is non-controversial. Okay,
You
the
can't- no, it's
barrier
not.
to
It
the
is.
the sound
want to-
barrier
I want
is
to call
a
my brother
well-known
and have
staple.
Him explain how it can't be wrong. How you?
Go ahead, call
I
your
won't,
brother.
because he won't.
Go
No,
ahead,
but
call your
it's
brother.
all right, we're
I
No,
couldn't
but
care
he won't-
less.
He won't get on.
It's
Oh,
just
dear
BS.
God.
You can't find it. It's just BS. It was never mathematically proven that you couldn't break the sound barrier. That's my statement. You say the opposite. Let's see who's right.
Dustin, you're roboting.
You're roboting.
All right, buddy.
Okay, shall I play the 59-second clip? Meanwhile,
Yeah. He'll be back. Arnold.
He'll be back.
Hi, Big Bad Mama. Hi, Paul.
Good.
good.
I just came on when you guys were talking about the weather, and then it got all heated again.
Yeah,
This is really controversial. Okay, the sound barrier is a well-established. It's there.
Dustin, you're still roboting, at least to me.
yeah. You can't hear what you're saying. Sorry.
The sound
Sorry
barrier
about that.
is a well-known staple of history.
Sorry, dude. You're not coming through.
Sorry about that. This. Do you
I'll
think it might be
play
the
the clip.
Wi-Fi?
I'll play the
Okay.
clip.
Which clip are we looking at here?
It has to do with the
Archaeopteryx?
Yeah.
Okay.
Darwin made a lot of
You see in here, I suppose.
Looks good.
Good.
Darwin made a lot of predictions, and none of them were fulfilled, right?
Yes, they were. The
No.
first one that was fulfilled while he was still alive. If birds had descended from dinosaurs, as Huxley was arguing, he said that we should find in the fossil record an intermediate form, a very primitive type of bird with reptile features, and specifically, it should have unfused wing fingers. That exact animal was found within 2 years of publication. That was Archaeopteryx, and there have since been many more. Another one that he made that was fulfilled, our ancestor lineage would most likely be discovered in Africa. He said that the transition would have intermediate traits, roughly halfway between modern apes that live there now and the most primitive people that were known to his son. 100 years later, we found buckets of them. So he was right about that too. By the way, the National Academy of Sciences says evolutionary science provides the foundation for modern biology. It has opened the door to entirely new types of medical, agricultural, and environmental research and has led to the development of technologies that can help prevent and combat disease. And you're saying that it doesn't work. This is the National Academy of Science. And which church lied to you to tell you that it doesn't work?
So he said there have been many found, and we know that number to be 12, which I wouldn't have used. I wouldn't have used many, but I would have used the word many.
But here's the
not
thing.
thousands.
I don't even think he's talking about the number of fossils of that species found.
Yeah.
and none of them were fulfilled, right?
Yes, they were. The
No.
first one that was fulfilled while he was still alive. If birds had descended from dinosaurs, as Huxley was arguing, he said that we should find in the fossil record an intermediate form, a very primitive type of bird with reptile features, and specifically, it should have unfused wing fingers. That exact animal was found within 2 years of publication. That was Archaeopteryx, and there have since been many more. Another one.
Many more that prove.
The intermediate.
Yeah.
I think it
That's
had.
how
Yeah,
I
that could be
interpret it.
interpreted that either way, I think. But
Yeah.
either
How many
way,
men-
it's not tens of thousands. And I think even Dustin first used the word. He used hundreds of thousands, if I'm not mistaken. I'll have to go back and
Listen,
watch
go
it
back
again.
and
but-
listen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know which.
But
So many
we
many.
know that, we know there were 12 Archaeopteryx found, and I'm not sure how to interpret R in there. He could be talking about the total of other species that proved to be intermediate between birds and dinosaurs.
And either way, he didn't make the claim there were thousands. Is that correct?
Right.
He didn't claim there were thousands. The claim was that he'd said there were thousands or hundreds of thousands.
Dustin
maybe.
said that he didn't think this was the correct clip, and he
good
couldn't or hadn't yet found it. He also said that maybe he didn't. It wasn't necessarily thousands. He hinted to that.
Well, that changes the point that we were making, which, I was basically saying that fossilization is a rare process.
Yeah.
And he was maintaining that because we had hundreds of thousands or tens of thousands of Archaeopteryx, a transitional form, that fossilization was not rare. And Lupin claimed that we should be finding Australopithecus in our backyard because they're so
that's
numerous.
Insane.
Yeah,
that's insane. That's not how anything works.
Right.
And then one lady asked Claude why didn't he give birth to a monkey. Yeah, Claude. Why don't you?
I'd be very surprised to give birth to anything.
Don't do
a
another dimension where we have to be the children of crazy people.
I'm not crazy. I'm insane.
I'm kidding.
Thank
I'm
you
just
very much.
Oh, that's a good point. Oh yeah, like you're not crazy. Come on.
Right, I am. I admit it.
Well, I don't.
We wouldn't be less crazy if we were raised by the two of you, though.
That's true.
What if those two and Dustin are your parents?
Oh gosh, he's got a temper. I don't know. Missy Mod and Deviant. Yeah, I could probably deal with them as parents, but maybe I don't know.
The uncertain part of it is my side.
I didn't want to say that. But.
Are you guys ready to hear me? What I have to say here?
Yes,
Dustin, we're waiting.
We've been waiting. I did some research. I've done some research here. Okay, was the speed of sound ever considered theoretical speed limit? This might be more of a historical question, but I'm curious about scientific opinion of the speed of sound. And the general consensus is, knowing what we know now, the speed of light is the ultimate speed limit of the universe. Before we could routinely break the sound barrier, it was considered the theoretical speed limit. Where people... I mean, you want all these things all at once? Or can I read the thing and then get back to you? This is a source. I'll put the link in the frickin' chat. You can read it yourself.
Okay. I mean, to be fair, I wasn't in on this discussion, but it doesn't have the mathematics that prove that the speed of sound was impossible to achieve.
I mean, I'm still looking to find. I'm still trying to find the equation. I'm still trying to find the equation that they based their theory. Can I speak? Look, this is like I said, like I was trying to say, and like I continue to say, this was a historical question, and there was math based on this theory, and the math was incorrect because we now know that the speed limit is the speed of sound, or speed of light, not the speed of sound. For the love of God, I know what the hell I was talking about. I'm not stupid. I don't spout off at the mouth with random garbage.
No one says you're stupid.
That's what freaking Claude says. That's what Claude
he
says.
He can maybe say that. Okay. He might say that. I don't know.
You said that it was math. It was math.
I'm still looking for the equation, you dipdoss. I just read the citation.
That was not the equation. Come on. It doesn't show anything. You come on with it. I'm waiting. I can wait. I got a long time.
How's the weather where you live, Claude?
It's weather, I suppose. Yeah.
This again was a historical question. And there is math that underpins this theory. I will find the equation.
Good.
I will post it. And you will refute it with a bunch of gobbledygook nonsense. I already know.
Oh, goodness, you are such a child.
Shut up, dude. Shut up. Okay, there's your citation.
Come on.
Want me to put it in the public chat too?
Yes, yes. I want people to see
be
that
nice.
he's not telling. He just it's another ridiculous claim.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying I probably don't agree with what he's saying, but we all make mistakes in what we say sometimes.
It's not a mistake.
Well,
it's not a mistake.
I'm just making that point. I think you were mistaken about the Archaeopteryx, but that's a different issue.
Listen back. It's just.
Did you see the video where What
I'm saying is it doesn't matter. We all make mistakes, and if you did make a mistake, we're not going to hold it against you or anything like that.
As long as you.
Did you see the video? Did you see the video where Aaron Raw claims that we found many, many more? I know that he's out there claiming that we found thousands. I just haven't found that video yet.
Good.
I will find it.
To it. Good.
I will find it, dude.
Good.
You just do me a favor and shut up.
Maybe the next show.
Shut up, Claude. Shut up, Claude.
You're not
shut
going
up,
to speak
Claude.
to me like that,
dude. I'll speak to you how I want.
Come on.
I'll speak to you how I want.
Well,
dude.
in that case, I'll speak to you how I want to. You are just a dreadful person masquerading as a Christian. You need to get a life and you need to get an education. You could actually make something of yourself. But it's about time somebody told you, instead of all this pussyfooting around. You make ridiculous claims and now you can't even back them up.
There's citations in the chat, and I will find that equation.
Yeah,
I'm a man of my word.
Good. I'm waiting.
Well, man, you might be waiting a while because I'm not the search engine that Google is. But I will find it. I would have
thought it would be, if it's such an obvious thing, surely it would just be one of the first things that
Did you see the link? Did you see it? It's right there in the private chat. Pull it up and do some reading. Yeah, read it. Go ahead.
I'll put it in the public
chat. This is a thing. This is a thing of history, right? It's not like it's controversial. I can back up my claim.
Oh, here we go. The sound barrier was never considered a theoretical speed limit.
Is that the same link
from the same link? Yes, there's a variety of things on it. It is a discussion on Reddit, and when you first look it up, let me just find the first thing that pops up when you look it up is, why did some people believe the sound barrier could be broken? And then the first thing that pops up, no one ever believed that it couldn't be, but I don't necessarily agree with that. But it's certainly not mathematically ever proven that you couldn't break the sound barrier. There is no math to prove that. What you were saying was not correct. Totally wrong.
I'm gonna find the equation. I'm gonna show you what the math was at that time. All right, what the conclusions about the math was at that time. And then we're going to know that the conclusions based on the results that we have today are wrong. Therefore, the general consensus on the math was incorrect. Therefore, the math was incorrect.
Well, I'm waiting to see that math. That's what I'm waiting to see.
And I'll find it. It's there. It's buried in history somewhere.
Yeah, and it's got to be.
I'm probably going to end up having to go to like an actual archive to find it. I've been looking on Google, but they don't. It's there. I'm telling you. I've seen this in history books.
Well, could it have been the math according to a certain material that they were using for flight at a certain time?
Probably.
I mean, irregardless, the bigger picture is that it was considered a barrier, right? And it was wrong. The conclusion that they drew from the math was incorrect.
But the math was wrong then.
Okay, if you want to make the distinction, the mathematician was incorrect. Yeah. Fine, whatever.
That I can agree with. It's the people make mistakes.
Then we're looking at a lot of assumptions that are based on math today that could be mistakes.
Well, if it works,
that was the whole thesis of my argument in the very beginning, anyway.
No, well, I'll go back and listen to that for that one.
Was that not the argument I was making to you, Deviant? That if math was considered incorrect in the past and that we're basing our conclusions on that math, that the conclusions are inherently flawed? Was that not the thesis of my argument that I was stating?
The way I understood what you said was that because we used the same, because it was wrong in the past and we used the same math today, that was an indication that the conclusion was wrong. To me, that means if we thought in the 1800s that 1 + 1 was 3, and that is wrong, but 1 + 1 is 3, even though we know it's wrong, what you said. I'm not saying you said that. That's just how it came to me. Remember, I don't speak English, and I'm also kind of slow. But so that's
my argument, Claude, that you're sidecarring in on and trying to make me into a fool by, or I don't even know what your intentions are, to be honest with you. It was based on a premise that was subjected on math. Okay, right? And if we're making improper conclusions based on math, which, I mean, there's a couple of, I don't even know if I can convince you if I even tried, but there are some conclusions out there in, say, like weather predictions. I mean, we use math to produce models of weather all the time, and they're consistently proven wrong. There are times when we find the coincidence in my summation between the predictions and the math, but that's as far as it goes. We have lots of examples where math fails us in our everyday life.
Well, you used the example and you said that math had proved that it was impossible to break the sound barrier. That's what I am checking on. You can change it to the weather or math or models for that, and I would challenge whether they were necessarily mathematical. I think they take into a lot of other things than just math. But that's the one that I picked you up on, and I'm interested to hear. And just as I'm interested to hear the thousands of times that the thousands of Archaeopteryx fossils.
I will find that. I know I've seen him say that.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question, Claude. Son of a bitch, I just lost it.
Oh, sorry.
I'll get back to it. I forgot what my.
I mean, was the math wrong with the weather, or did the weather just not cooperate and do its own thing because it can't be calculated, you know?
Well, it's a prediction, isn't it? It's not a
right. It's a prediction.
It's not a mathematical.
A prediction based on math, right? A prediction based on math that was proven wrong. Okay, so like that's what I'm trying to tell you is you can't model everything with math.
God. You know, I think we
dude,
should.
Would you shut up, Claude? Just get out of here, dude. If you don't have anything to add to the conversation, kick rocks, bro.
Your mathematics and science skills are so great. I think I should nominate you for a Nobel Prize along with Kent Hovind. It's about the same level.
Kick rocks, bro.
Okay.
Go fly a kite.
Oh, I'd love to fly a kite.
Yeah.
How the weather?
Okay, question: true or false? It was ever considered impossible to break the sound barrier.
That's a different question, but
no,
I imagine
same thing.
Some people. No, it's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. And yes, I guess some people thought it was impossible to break the sound barrier. Just as some people think a lot of things, you know, based on whatever they pull out of their ass or whatever. But that's not the topic. It's not what you said.
Was it the science? Was it the scientific consensus at one time that it was impossible to break the sound barrier?
I've got
yes
no
or
idea.
no.
I've got no idea.
Okay, well then you have no grounds to claim that I don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to science.
Yes, because
you don't.
You said that it was mathematically impossible. It was proven mathematically that you couldn't break the sound barrier. That's what you said. That's what started this.
You don't. You don't know whether it was or if it wasn't. And you don't know if it was or if it wasn't.
It wasn't.
You don't know, but you're claiming that I'm wrong, aren't you?
Yes, you are wrong because you can't provide the evidence. You said you were going to. Oh,
I'm going to.
Yeah, we'll get on and do it. I'm waiting. We're waiting.
Well, you're going to be waiting, buddy. I don't do things at your behest. I don't do things at your behest.
You're just a chicken. Go back and.
I'm a chicken. I'm facing you right now, bro.
Yeah, and you're not.
I'm facing you right now.
You're not producing the evidence.
That doesn't make me a chicken.
Claimed. Yes, it
that doesn't make me a chicken, dude.
Because
that doesn't make me a chicken.
And then you run.
Was it or was it not? Was it or was it not considered at one time impossible to break the sound barrier? No, dude, you're the one who wanted to hound me about this. Like I was changing the subject. I'm not changing the subject. I'm still on the same subject, dude. Answer the question. Was it or was it not considered impossible at one time to break the sound barrier? Yes or no?
I have no idea. That's not.
Well, then shut up, dude. Then just shut up, dude.
The topic is mathematics.
Shut up, dude. Just shut up.
You said mathematics.
Yeah, and I will find the equation. I remember reading about this.
We're all waiting.
Then sit on pins and needles, buddy. Sit on pins and needles, bro.
I claim that's just nonsense, but we'll see who's right.
Yeah, we will. Okay.
We'll see. Was it Einstein or someone a real good physicist or mathematician, or someone in the backyard said it was come up with a theory? I don't know.
Einstein was in the backyard at one point or another, buddy.
Einstein was brilliant.
Well, brilliant. You're a fucking retard.
Absolute what?
Are you don't know. You have no idea.
Are you allowed to call someone an effing retard unchallenged on this show? Is that
well? I mean, you can challenge me if you want to.
That's not good.
You have no idea what you're talking about, dude. You really don't. You really don't. You have no clue what you're talking about.
We'll wait and see, Dustin. We'll wait and see.
Maybe we should change the topic at this time.
Very convenient. But yeah, I agree. It's not going to get anywhere.
Sorry about 66 degrees here.
Oh, the mark of the beast.
I think you're missing one.
Oh, yeah.
I'm missing one.
It's 48 degrees here.
Ooh. How about Deviant's area?
I think it's 80 degrees there, right?
I'll bet you it's not. I'll bet you it's
38. There's not even 80 in my apartment. Let's see. Oh, it's not that. It's cold. I'm gonna do some calculations on the calculator.
None of that's Celsius.
No, I'm trying to save you from that. It's about 20 Fahrenheit.
20? Wow.
Wow. How cold is it where you at, Claude? Hot, I mean. I think it's summer where you live.
Claude went to get a drink.
Oh, sorry.
A stiff one.
Right.
Sorry about that. What about you not? Oh, triple?
A triple vodka.
Yeah.
What about not missing Mud?
She drinks martinis with umbrellas in them.
Oh.
Yep.
It is 69 here.
Mark of the beast.
That's not the mark of the beast.
Well, that depends on what kind of girl you're with.
Oh.
Dustin.
What? You said it. I was just making clarification. I don't know. You might want to check my math, though.
Not incorrect. Could be.
Claude, are you there? I pulled a little Claude.
What are you? Oh, look at suit kettle. It's 12 degrees Fahrenheit where suit kettle is.
Are you all right, little Claude?
So that's
you must be up north somewhere.
He's way up north Sweden, northern part of Sweden, where it kind of makes that bend, sort of, I guess.
Oh, Scott
Bend?
Kettle.
The very northern part of the ocean, I guess.
Oh yeah, right.
Oh,
Is it the Baltic Sea or
Baltic? I'm not sure.
Ibu. As I said, geography isn't my area. I can't remember what it's called up there, but I guess it's part of the Baltic.
It's cold.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. I'm just.
Gulf of Bothnia.
Yes, there you go.
Bothnia.
There you go. Thank you. I love it
You're
that
welcome.
you know the geography of my country better than me.
Sid had to tell me that. So
Okay.
Claude, are you all right, little guy?
Claude's taking a break.
He's a good little guy. I could catch him and there was pot of gold.
I am here. I am cooking.
What are you cooking?
What are you
What
making?
You can cook. That's good.
What are you making for us?
Cock.
Oh, great.
Oh, man.
I'll pass.
Chicken?
No.
Famous
Okay. Doesn't sound too appetizing.
So, red wine sauce.
Ooh.
Oh, you're a good little Claude.
Claude,
Like the
How
happiest.
much of the red wine sauce is going into the cook?
Yeah, quite a bit.
Oh. Yeah, catch a Claude and put him in a cage. Have a pet Claude. Walk him every day.
I'm just listening while I'm cooking.
Okay. You're a likable little guy. Just like Big Bad Mama, Dustin, and everyone.
No.
Everyone likes
And you
Claude.
too.
Oh, thank you. What do you do if you found Claude at the end of the rainbow? He got his pot of gold.
Probably steal it from him.
Okay.
That depends on how small he is and whether he's. Yeah, I think.
Does he have magical powers?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Oh, I'd leave him alone then.
Yeah.
I saw Leprechaun in the Hood.
Well, wait.
You ever seen-
What's the powers first before I decide?
He can kill you with just like that.
Oh, well, I could do that.
You ever seen the first Leprechaun?
A leprechaun?
Yeah, the first Leprechaun movie.
Oh no.
Jennifer Aniston was in it.
Yep.
Oh.
And the guy
The
from
Leprechaun?
Pee-wee movies.
And in Leprechaun in the Hood, he was with these gangsters, and they were all getting stoned, as I recall.
That got the guy from Ice-T in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And no, he does. He should do a song with that guy Ice Cube. He could be the drink.
Ice Tea Cube?
Yeah. Like the guy Limp Bizkit should do a song with Korn and call it The Dinner.
Yeah, I was kind of shocked when I found out what that meant.
What?
Oh, Limp Bizkit?
Yeah.
What does it mean?
Well,
I don't know.
Put
It's
it
pretty
in.
gross.
Put it in
The private
other
chat.
term.
Oh,
yeah,
other
put it in
terms.
the
Let me
chat.
see.
I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, there you go. Look it up. Then you explain it. What's the
Claude.
What in the world is that? Dustin just put in there.
Yes, I was just
Where is
stirring.
That's the equation for the sonic boom.
the mathematical term for an infinity-shaped curve, a limp biscuit.
That's not the definition I saw.
No,
Did you find
maybe
it?
you looked at soggy biscuit.
Maybe it's different in different countries. I don't know. Just don't ever eat one. That's all I know.
It's throwing a.
Du ska aldrig runka bullar med Herren Jesus Kristus.
I mean, to eat it.
That's the Doppler.
Wait,
That
I didn't hear him.
equation, that equation is the Doppler effect equation, isn't it?
Uh-oh, we're back to math.
Oh no.
Batten down the hatches.
Well,
Oh,
I
no.
told you I'm looking for the equation. That's the Doppler effect. That's in
That's
relation.
not it. That's not it.
I know it's not it. I didn't make that claim, did I?
Okay.
That is directly related though. I'm looking for the equation.
Good.
Can I call you CB? I'd like to call you CB.
You can call me whatever you like. Yes.
You're a good buddy. I like to have a pet cod. That I'm gonna make you walk you every day.
Sometimes I wonder.
You walk in the house and Claude's in a cage going, "Where's the mathematics?" Then you feed him and he's quiet.
Okay.
I'm imagining some kind of laboratory setting.
Yeah.
Did you find the meaning of Limp Bizkit, Deviant?
Yeah.
No, she found the meaning of life. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I did. I didn't know.
Okay.
If you look in the private chat, the other one was what was it?
Okay.
Out
Yeah.
of
You.
shape.
I seen
Yeah.
it. I typed it
You
out
got
in
it.
there.
You got it.
Yep.
Ugh. Don't eat it.
Oh, Claude,
That's what I heard.
Are you a chef?
Uh-oh, Big Bad Mama's like, I've done that before.
Like, what did I eat for lunch?
Oh.
I sometimes I make the chicken in the red wine sauce.
Wow, you're an artist that comes to cooking, just like Miss Outcast.
That you get the right coq au vin, it's great.
I've never done that before, by the way. Not even close.
You've not done it.
I don't understand
before,
how a group of guys would get together and do it. It's like, nah.
No, I mean, it takes a special kind of guy, I think.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. Maybe.
You think it's like what they do when they hang out?
In the locker room, maybe? I don't know.
Oh.
No, I don't. I hope not. That's,
me either.
yeah.
I put honey on my biscuits.
Good. Honey's good.
And I love peanut or sunflower butter and honey sandwiches on wheat bread.
Oh.
What's sunflower?
Sunflower seed butter and honey on wheat bread.
What is sunflower seed butter? I wonder.
You never had sunflower seed butter?
No. Is it like?
Is it made
you should try it sometime.
Is it like peanut butter?
Yeah.
Ah. Ooh.
Like almond butter or cashew butter.
Yeah.
But it's sunflower. Butter? If you like sunflower seeds, you would love sunflower seed butter.
It's probably really good for you too, because seeds are really good for you.
Yeah, it
lots
is.
of minerals and shit and good fats.
Yeah. I think that's why cancer's rampant, because everything's seedless.
But I do.
I don't know though. And what do I know?
I can't speak for the US, but I wouldn't say it is here.
It's probably all the crap that we put in our bodies and all the food's processed with chemicals, and people are smoking up a storm and drinking. You know.
I thought I had my camera off. Oh.
In all fairness, though, I can't remember a time in history when mankind has been particularly healthy with their habits.
No.
That's true.
So, Oh, Miss Big Bad Mama. Would you
Yeah.
like to see this one video I have on my channel called Street Preacher? Had this one cop. Wonder what you think of this Street Preacher.
Okay. Do you want to play it?
Can you play it for me, Miss Outcast?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
No, it's no problem.
It's a
Street
Street
Preacher?
Yeah.
So
let's check it out.
Wait, do you
On my
remember
channel.
what it?
Called
Yeah,
Street
is
Preacher.
it called? Oh, okay. Then I can search for it on your channel.
Thank you. It had this nice cop lady in there.
Yeah, there I found it. Oh, it's a short.
Yeah.
It's just 1 minute 20 seconds.
Thank you.
No problems. Let's see. Here we go. In 5, 10, 82, 93.
What?
What's your name?
Sydney, what?
Sydney?
Yeah.
Are you alright?
Why wouldn't I be all right?
Are you sleeping okay? I just want...
It's a bit low. Is it? Can you hear it?
Yeah, can you guys hear it?
I think so. It's hard to see what's going on.
Why would you ask that?
Because I'm checking on your well-being. That's why I'm
fine. Are you okay?
I'm perfect.
If there was more than one preacher, you wouldn't ask him that. But you're asking me because I'm alone.
I don't know what you're doing. I'm just asking.
Well, I have no fear.
I
The Bible tells me to go out in the world and show my people their error. That's their sin.
Like, sir,
Okay.
you are more than welcome.
I care about these people. They're going to die early from their gay pride. They're going to get HIV. They're going to get a gazillion million STDs, and they're going to die early. 45% of transgender people kill themselves. And you want to promote that.
I'm not promoting anything.
Well, okay, I don't know why you're coming against a preacher. That doesn't make any...
Anybody, sir.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna keep...
I don't appreciate you yelling right here. That's all.
Well, it's freedom of speech.
You can say whatever you
I
want.
can even have a microphone, and if it's under the certain coordinates and decimals, you still couldn't arrest me. So I doubt my little voice is outdoing the whatever the law is for loudness.
I didn't say you were breaking any laws.
Okay, well, you're kind of giving me a hard time about it.
I'm not giving you a hard time.
So that guy is an asshole.
Yeah, what
she
a
was
jerk.
really cute.
Yeah, but that cop lady's so nice.
Yeah, she didn't do anything to deserve that. I mean,
No.
Yeah.
She was really nice, and
I
he
don't
was
know
just a homophobic jerk.
Yeah, but she's very nice.
Only complaint I have is she was awful small. I mean, that guy could have taken her. And really pretty too.
She had nice eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She's one of Claude's girlfriends. He gets all the ladies.
What?
We already
Claude
said you get all the ladies. Gangster Ghost.
Claude gets all the ladies. Right, Claude? Alright. See?
He's cooking for 5 gals right now.
There's I don't get all the ladies, but yes, that guy reminded me a bit of what's that guy Powell and Hovind when they get on that sort of topic.
I don't see him anymore. He used to be on there a lot, talk about all kinds of stuff. But he's not on there anymore.
Who?
That preacher. Not Matt,
that
but
preacher.
The street preacher.
What was that guy's name?
I forgot his name.
Is he called Street Preacher?
No, but I forgot his name. He used to be on there, but he fell off not too long ago.
Well, think, Logan. We need his name, so we can go harass him.
Somebody be looking up his name. Somebody look up Limp Bizkit, and Dustin, you keep getting those math equations together.
That was very nice.
And I'll just sit here and do nothing.
But I don't know what the guy talked about. Just that cop lady's very nice.
Oh, yeah. I see.
You like her, huh? She was cute.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I agree. But there's another angel lady. I mean, come on. How many are there?
Oh, I don't know.
How many angel ladies are there, Logan?
A lot.
Are they all angel ladies?
Yeah.
Wow. So it's not just Missing Mod and Deviant. There's billions of angel ladies.
Yeah. And Dustin gets all the ladies, too. Just like Big Bad Mama does.
I'm not going to comment on any of that.
But yeah,
Claudballs just released a new video. I got the header for it.
What is it?
Something about I just caught Ken Hovind serves Bigfoot or something.
Oh, a big football player. He saves a big football player.
Oh yeah, the football player. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny.
Lonnie and Donnie.
Oh, Lonnie and Donnie, who are really Ronnie and Donnie, right?
Yeah.
I just had a little bit of it. You've done one too, which just looks really good.
I did a short on it, and it's the second one. It's the second one I've done because he tells that story quite often. And anything with Siamese twins, I'm interested in.
He loves that. He does get the name slightly wrong. I guess it's not that important. It's Ronnie and Donnie, not Lonnie and Donnie. So if you look it up, you have to look up Ronnie, not Lonnie. Yeah.
But I searched for it because I was kind of baffled by them having been part of a sideshow in like the 1950s and 60s.
Oh yeah.
Which I would have hoped were something that went out of style.
Right.
Long before that. But it was true. I first I thought, oh, he's bullshitting. So I looked up and I Googled on the names he said, Lonnie and Donnie. And I actually got the right answer. So.
Well, you said one of them got saved and one of them didn't get saved. And so when it came for them to go on Judgment Day, what was going to happen?
That part, there were no information on in what I found on them.
Oh, Big Bad Mama and Dustin, would you like the debate next Thursday? Well, Thursday after?
Maybe the Thursday after. It seems like we just went through
a rather
we went through
knockdown,
something.
drag out fight. But
no,
but
we
at
didn't.
But
it wasn't a fight,
in either consideration, I do need to address those plumes. That does need to be addressed.
Okay.
Right. And we still have a discussion on. And we still have a discussion on Littlefoot that needs to be
hashed out.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
We lost Missy Maud, or
I think she said she had to go.
Okay, I'm probably going to go too if Christian show's coming up at what
7.
time?
7:30.
7:30. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get going now, and then I'll see you back for that.
I'll make sure to send you all a link. You too, Dustin?
What was that now?
Yeah, I'll make sure to send you a link to the Brother Pike show.
That would be nice. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. Yeah, he's the Brother Pike.
Brother Pike.
Right, Claude?
Yeah.
See?
When are you doing the one on the best evidence for spatial creation? Is that going to be a week or is it going to be another day?
What day would you like to be tomorrow?
I don't know. It depends on Big Mad Mama too. I think he needs a few days off. Is that right?
I don't know. It's up to you guys. What day would be good for you?
Oh, I can do any time. I can even do tomorrow, same time as your show this morning.
Yeah, that would do then.
12, I can do.
Okay.
but I need to tell people so they can come prepared. Yeah.
Okay, I will.
Yeah. Okay. See you then. Bye.
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 Bye, everyone. Thank you for coming. I'll make sure to send you a.
Well, hold on, guys. Hold on. Are you busy? You gotta go.
No.
I need to
Are
go
you
in a
busy,
little.
Deviant?
Yeah, in a little
Well-
bit. I can stay a bit longer.
Well,
I need to eat.
I have a question for you, Deviant, and I
shoot.
want your unbiased answer. Do you
Shoot.
think I'm being unreasonable?
Do you mean in general? No, definitely not. I mean, you have.
So you don't consider me a troll then?
No.
Okay.
No, absolutely not.
I just wanted to get your opinion before.
Yeah, you have your set views, and sometimes in discussions, I mean, I know how I work. I can get extremely locked in, and sometimes I'm completely wrong, which is kind of embarrassing, but hey, it's the truth.
I'm not wrong in this instance. In World
No,
War
I'm
II
not.
following.
I'm not talking about this instance. I'm talking in general. Like sometimes there are clashes, but you are not unreasonable, and you do admit that you are wrong. I've heard you do it many times, and you are definitely not the troll or anything. No, absolutely not.
Well, I see you as neutral, and I wanted to get your opinion.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
So, yeah,
awesome.
Appreciate that.
Oh, Dustin, what do you think of that video?
You.
Which video?
The one I played a little bit ago about the street preacher.
Oh, well, look, that's the thing that I was trying to get Steven to pay attention to. Okay, right? Like there is a certain level of piosity, I think is the right way to pronounce that, where we're just elevating the scriptures to elevate our position so that we can become police rather than preachers.
Right.
Right.
I heard you made that argument. I think it was. I can't remember when, but I think it was on Proverbs, guys. I just watched like a tiny bit of it.
I try to make that argument sometimes. Like the
Yeah.
one time when I was trying to explain to Steven that what he was kind of preaching at that point was works-based salvation. I mean, we have our odds. Like you guys, like our Claude points out that I don't ever find myself at odds with them when it comes to biblical principles, but it happens all the time.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen it very, very little, and yet I still have come across you doing that several times. So
yeah, I mean, it's not like I get over there and everything's all kumbaya. Like we don't agree on many points, but I love those guys, and the bigger picture is God, in my opinion. I don't know where you sit, but the worship is what's important, right? And I think that that makes certain people uncomfortable.
Yeah, for sure. I think so. I think for both sides, I really don't. I don't know. I really don't like the division between believers.
Well, and that's another thing that I'm kind of trying to do. I'm trying to iron out these rough edges that keep catching on each other whenever we like meet face to face.
Yeah, because it's unproductive, and it only alienates people, and in the end of the day, we're all dependent on each other, and we share the same planet to live on, and to make enemies.
I have so many tabs open.
Oh goodness gracious!
Dustin, what would you
I
like?
probably have about 200 open right now.
Wow. What would you like to ask Brother Pike?
Oh, I would want him to be there to back me up. That's all.
Okay. Brother
Is he
Pike.
going to, Brother Pike? Is he going to talk on some specific topic?
Well, I hope he's going to be there when Claude Balls has his questions for theological evidence.
Yeah.
I know I'm misquoting that, but whatever. He's got his own. He's got his own moniker for
special creation.
Yeah, evidence for special creation. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Special
Right.
creation. That's a new one.
It's not new.
Term.
It's just
no. The term for me. I
yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, there's a lot that has to do with biblical creation, and there is a science behind it. It's just denied, right? Like Sal Cordova, that's the guy that if you want to know about creation science, that's the guy you want to go to.
He is that guy, he has a big brain. He does.
I love that guy, dude. I love that guy to death.
I can see that. I can definitely see that.
Right. I mean, because he actually gets into the nitty gritty and he asks questions and like I don't know, man. He makes it he makes it so understandable for me. Like when it comes to the genetic evidence that gets thrown around here like a cat.
Yeah. Poor kitty. Don't do it.
Right.
Yeah, no, but he understands the scientific language behind, which I appreciate. And I mean, personally, I really don't. I never do it. The whole discussing evolution part, because I don't have the words, and I don't have the in-depth knowledge. And when people who doesn't really know what they are talking about, but they have strong opinions, clash together, it's just, I don't know, it's like a fucking atomic bomb. It makes a lot of damage, but not much good.
Wait,
right.
What was going on with Wesley that one night?
Wesley started spouting off. I don't know, man. Steven's got his own little thing going on there. I don't want to speculate what state of mind Steven had when he kicked him off, but I'm not going to deny that it wasn't necessarily warranted. So I don't know. Wesley's got an interesting method of communicating, and I don't think that it meshes well.
Yeah. He was
Just an infamous Wesley.
His proof for creation is in Claude's mouth.
You.
He said you have 2 teeth healed, I guess.
Oh, that was, yeah, right, that Wesley. Yeah. I knew he was infamous, but I couldn't place him. But now I know.
He tells them.
He's a special guy.
Yeah, he's a likable character, just like
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, I really need to get myself something to eat.
Okay. Thank you guys for coming on, and see you later.
Thank
you. It was good seeing you guys. Much love.
You too, Dustin. Take care.
Bye.
Much love to you.